this is the zone where you kill distraction. In the original episode, we talked about what is really a mountain in the context of you overcoming challenges and giving you the fuel to help you make the decision to take the action that you need and really to take action today. So, we're going to get into the exercise portion because the goal is to give you some information and then walk you through an exercise so that you can really get the full benefit of these mountain moving Mondays. So let's begin. So the first thing I want you to do, so part of this exercise, maybe you want to get something to write with. You can obviously use your phone, your notes, or whatever digital format that you feel most comfortable with, but you do need to do the exercise in a format that is going to give you opportunity to hear, to listen, and then to take action. And when you write something down, it is part of the beginning phase of you taking action. So defining your mountain, I want you to think about and clearly understand what is that thing that seems impossible, whether it is a reality or whether it is a perception. And for most people, I can tell you that it is a perception of impossible, which is uniquely tied to unbelief. So I want you to write down the biggest frustration in one sentence. Take a moment to think about what is the one thing that frustrates you the most and put it in a sentence. What is that thing that's seemingly so impossible? You're at an impasse. It is really a psychological momentum killer. Every time you take an action forward or you make a decision to change direction, the one that's in opposition against your progress, it could be your inner critic. They always show up. So, as an example, I want to launch my consulting business, but I don't know where to start. Or I want to grow my consulting business, but I don't have any clients. If you can't clearly define what is that seemingly impossible thing, you can't solve it. So the first thing is that we want to simplify the problem, and by us clearly defining the seemingly impossible thing, you're moving in the momentum of growth and to help you solve the problem. So the next thing is, how do you identify a mountain? How do you find the real challenge that's holding you back? What is the one thing that if you solved it would make everything else easier? So I want you to write down the real roadblocks that you're facing, not the excuses. And this can be a little challenges because if it is a situation that you want to overcome, but because you unfortunately have trained your mind that you don't want to overcome it, you have been perhaps living in the land of excuses as opposed to you really getting to identifying what is or are your real roadblocks, or what is the thing that's even preventing you from taking the first step forward. So, for example, I don't need more ideas. I need to commit to one idea and take action today. You don't need more ideas. You just need to commit and take action today. And the reason I put emphasis on today is because procrastinators, individuals who oftentimes live in mediocrity, they find comfort in preparing for the next opportunity. So, in order for you to get out of procrastination and delays, you have to take action today. And you can do that because you are going to decide just one thing that is a roadblock for you. It doesn't have to be anything difficult, it can be something that's really simple for you. So let's just keep going. So part of the reason is that you can never destroy it, you can never eradicate it, you can never kill it if you don't take action. And so the next thing is I want you to think about what are some of the strategies that you can take today. You will still in the thinking and writing format. What are strategies that you can take today to start moving forward? So I want you to think about introducing the 90-minute power block to you today. You're probably already doing it, but you don't have dedicated time to it and you probably don't have it on your schedule. So in order for this to be effective and for you to be successful, here's some parameters. You have to turn off all notifications on your phone. You have to close all extra tabs and you have to commit to a 90-minute timer. And the goal is that to me, if you isolate yourself in space, in time, this makes accomplishing the task a little bit easier. So this could be one of the hacks that you include at the beginning of the day if you feel that that is your most productive time, or at the end of the day. You need to decide, be a little thought provoking, be a little strategic, because this is the one thing that is going to help you move. This is the one thing that's going to create momentum and move you forward and help you shift, change, or stay focused on the direction that is going to produce the results that you want. So in the last video, I talked to you about the concept of your zone of focus. These 90-minute blocks, they are going to layer the zone of focus. And the final part that we're going to talk about today is strategies for you to create momentum and for you to move forward. So moving forward could be something that's linear, it could be something that's vertical. You must change directions. So this is the area that we introduced at the end of the first video, and it is your zone of focus. And this is the zone where you kill distraction. You create 90-minute power blocks, and in these power blocks, it is as if you are in a mine, in a camp, and it's only you. You have closed off everyone else and everything else. You are your chief border patrol, and you have set up boundaries and barriers to not allow any interference. You're not going to allow people, things to come into your space. It is a dedicated time. You're going to turn off your phone. You're going to turn off notifications, and you're going to turn on a 90-minute timer. You make a decision. You dedicate time where its focus is concentrated, because this is your time to create momentum, to take action, and for you to see change. The only way for you to see change, you have to take actions, and you get to choose how you incorporate your 90-minute blocks. Preferably, you do them in 90-minute increments. So, for example, early mornings are when I really like to get in my zone of focus. You may be someone that at the end of the day is where your zone of focus is peaked. So you really want to decide dedicated time for your 90-minute power blocks so that you can get in the zone of focus. And then the last concept for today, it is a concept that we're going to talk about at every Mountain Moving Monday, is I want you to think about the law of completion. The law of completion. You can never finish it if you don't start. So pick one thing today and finish it. So instead of choosing an item to work on that is going to take you multiple days to complete it, I want you to choose an item that you can complete it today with a high level of certainty. You see, your ability to take action is the momentum that you need to kill distraction. So what are you going to take action on today? And then finally, What's at stake if your mountain, if that seemingly impossible thing stays unchallenged? So, to recap, you are going to identify your mountain, you're going to define your mountain, and you're going to take one bold action so that by this time next week, you have evidential transformation. You have the fruits of your action. And this one day is going to add to the multiplication of days. And it's going to guarantee that according to the time of life of this year, it's going to be strikingly different in the next year. I'll see you next time.